All right, now that we're back at the house, we're gonna do some quick shout outs from the last video. We got a lot of views, right? As of today, November 17th. I uploaded it November 9th, and we are up to 4,200 views, 33 comments, 167 thumbs up, and one puto that gave a thumb down.
Que chingue a su madre.
So we're not gonna go through every single comment because that's gonna take about 10 minutes of this video. So we're only gonna I'm gonna shout out the names that gave a comment in the last video. Ryan Prutman, El Paisa 656, Kuyo Min, Who's Boomin', Rico 04, Eric's Garage, E, Juan Big Block 805, Luis Ramos, Street Riders 209, One Loud OBS Gutierrez, Frank's Toys, Joe's SS, JOS SS, Ramo Aquino, Nathaniel DeVos, Mike Rivas, J Marquez, El Chingon 92, Luis Sanchez, Nick Z, Fernie LSX, Rafael Sanchez, Fernie LSX again, Cheeto 350, Hansel Sanchez, GML Guardito 77, Ryan Improvement, E, Trap Spot Customs, Kelly Williams, Still a Truck Guy, and your boy Gully Rocks. So thank you guys so much for leaving a comment. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm not going to be answering every single comment in the video. I will be responding to every single comment whenever I can from now on. So they're not going to be in the videos just because it takes so long, and I want to show you guys more of the build than actually just reading comments. So thank you guys so much. We just gave a giveaway on my Instagram for reaching 1,500 followers, and I gave a hat and sticker combo pack away. And I chose 4 people. The way I chose them, in one of my story posts, I asked for you guys to leave a question. I would answer it, and those who asked a question, I entered into a list. And then we had like 61 or 62 people, I believe, that entered. And then I just used a random number selector to select the winners. And I was only gonna do one because the first time I did it, we only had 13 people that replied. This time we had 62. And yeah, instead of 1, I gave away 4. Hopefully by this time this next raffle goes, or by the time I do my next giveaway, I'm gonna do it at 2,000 followers. And hopefully by then I will have the new hoodies and the new shirts coming in. So that will be a pack, and depending on how many people ask a question, I'll either give 4 or 5 or however many giveaway packs. So make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram. Make sure you guys like and comment on the videos and share the videos because it's going to help me out, because I want to turn this into a business eventually. Maybe doing some drops or some custom shop later in the future. Now, I'm going to leave my phone connected right here for now because it's charging. But the plan of attack for today, I'm taking the bed off, doing my fish plates in the back because that's the only thing. I've already got these cut. I just never got them welded in. Taking those rear wheels off, going ahead and pulling the differential out since I'm going to be swapping it to a disc brake setup in the back since I have to narrow it some more. And honestly, I need to have the new differential in order to set up the 4-link and the bag mounts for the rear. So that's another big dollar item that I got to get coming. So if you guys can help me out, buy some merch so we can get that new differential coming. And then once we get those bag mount plates done, I think the next thing I'm going to try to attempt to do today is the bed mounts, but I'm not 100% sure yet because I don't know exactly where the bed is going to sit. Possibly I'll do the carrier bearing support. And then the other thing I was thinking of doing is taking out the engine and transmission. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it out as low as the cab is dropped over the transmission. I don't know if it's going to have any trouble getting it out. But I was thinking of taking the engine and transmission out so I can finish doing the plates in the front, getting access to them, and then cutting the last plate that I need to do from the stock frame to the new frame. I don't know how much we can get done today, but we're losing daylight. Yeah, we'll see how much we can get done today. But first, old man's gotta have his coffee.
you.
What?
I want to email you.
Oh.
¿Qué trono feo?
Oh. I'm fine. Not yet. And that is how I do it by myself. Hernia included. So now that we got pretty much the rear end stripped down again, now I'm gonna use my torch. Since it's kind of cold this morning, I'm gonna use a torch and kind of preheat the area that I'm gonna weld to get it warm. So I have good penetration, that's what she said, on the welds. And then we're gonna work on putting all these little plates in there for reinforcement purposes. And then hopefully after this, I'm gonna be able to cut these rear supports off. But before I do that, I might end up having to finish the plates that go on the bottom. But that's gonna be a little difficult with everything in the way. Well, I mean, now that I got most of this stuff out of the way, they should have enough room. I'll just have to like lay down there on the floor and weld up. Hopefully I can do it with this little tiny thing. I'm actually contemplating getting a bigger welder. Who's chingados ya pa qué? I'm almost finished anyways, but if I want to end up trying to do this as a business, I want to get practice with a bigger welder. So I'm in the market for I'm going to get a miller this time though. I've heard good things about those, so we're going to upgrade this thing to a miller welder. And then this one we'll probably save. I'm not going to get rid of this since it's practically brand new. Save this for when we do the sheet metal, like on the firewall and do the tubs and all that, because that 220 will probably burn through the thin sheet metal that I got pretty quick. So yeah, I think next we're going to do is start cleaning these off. I'll probably go over it again with the grinder just to kind of knock some of the rust and stuff off, and then we'll get to welding every single little plate. I think we had 16, so got a lot of welding to do. I don't know if you're gonna stay and watch that, but that's what we're gonna do. Right, and this is why I want to upgrade to a bigger welder. In order to weld this plate in, this is the settings it's got to be. And it's pretty loud, so I'm sure the other one's loud as well, but the main thing is it's not recommended, or it's not strong enough to do these kind of welds, but as the kids say, YOLO. So let's give it a go and let's see if we can weld this thing. First we're going to preheat. They may not be the prettiest welds, but I work with what I got. So that's why I say I want to get to give me a bigger welder. But one down, I believe 15 more to go. But I think for this, I'm gonna put it on time lapse because I'm not gonna stop and film you guys every single one at a time. So I'm gonna set it up probably back here somewhere, put it on a time lapse, and then we'll go over all the welds once we're done.
Dripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Blow make bitches, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a bit peace. Love is love. Love is love.
Okay, well, we got one side finished. Both sides, inner and outer, but it's time to give the welder a little bit of break because on that last one I was triggering it and it wouldn't weld. So she's tired, gonna take a few minutes and give her a little break, and then we'll be moving on to the other side. But that's looking pretty good. Maybe if you go into the welds it's not so good, but what can you do? I mean, some of these were coming out okay, but I think it was pretty much just like the position I was welding in. But some of them started to get pretty good, and then there's some spots where like kind of like looking like Ray Charles welded it with his feet. So that's one side done, and we'll time lapse this other side and get that done. On another note, I believe I already mentioned this before, but these hideous braces are going away once I get the rear end set up and everything. I'm gonna order a custom-made aluminum fuel cell, so that ugliness is going away. I don't have to use that no more, and I'm really not liking that anymore. I'm debating whether to go find some round tubing, but replacing that, but I was told that I really should leave it how it is, since my part of my 4-link is going to be mounted to that, the top mounts. It really needs to be a pretty strong point to weld those 4-link brackets to, and plus this is going to be a bitch to cut off since I already welded this side and kind of that side. So I don't know, I'll kind of like dress it up, maybe grind the welds down, and I'll use some of the thin sheet metal that I have over there and just, I don't know, make it pretty, make it more uniform and not just boxy. So we'll be back with the other side after this commercial break.
Físico hace que la población le tema y termine exterminándolo.
Formas de identificar un tlacuache es obviamente el corte de pelo. Pinche corte de pelo se pasa en báscula a los cabrones. Otra cosa, siempre van a estar en una troca. Van a ser una Silverado, una GMC, Dodge, lo que sea. Va a ser tumbadita, alta, y pues muchas veces van a tener rines réplicas o si no originales.
Son controladores naturales de plagas. Son nocturnos y se alimentan principalmente de frutas e insectos.
Otra cosa que comen los tlacuaches es puros pinches tacos, como las 3, 4 de la mañana. Les gusta mucho la Michelob Ultra, Tecate Light y honestamente la Bud Light también, porque como es súper barata, es todo lo que pueden comprar. Pues, además, están quemando llanta en la troca de sus papás. Pues, ¿qué?
Inofensiva.
No, honestamente, al chile, si ven un pinche tlacuache quemando llanta, parando freeways o siendo mamada y media pura tlacuachada, márcale a la policía, toman una foto de la placa de su troca, así para descubrir quién es el papá, porque honestamente tenemos que parar todas estas tlacuaches y todo esto de c y pa.
Okay, we're back after a lunch on our third cup of coffee now, and since one side is done, now I'm getting ready to do the other side. So back on the time lapse, and let's get to it.
Core with they just give them estimates. Somersaults for my Benjamins. I got what you need, baby. Skirt the Chevy, make a scene, baby. LABB been the team, baby. Been Papa, word the G, baby. Look, labs till I'm finished. Had a handful of lemons through the hand. Got a bag, now the hands in the business. For my hand, it's a ticket. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been playing with the minutes that they been shoulda gave. And I'm flipping every digit that they been shoulda paid. Had to find a way to get it. No, this isn't what you made. If I ever wanna dip, then I'm brink with the blade. And I'm brinking a blink on the brink of some dumb shit. Watch how I move, cause I know the brink's coming. Watch for the...
Well, this is the reason why I need a new welder. Pretty much did the whole inside section. And I got to the last one and just had that much before the welder shut off, and I'm triggering it and it's not welding. It pretty much needs to be, like, I overheated it, I guess you could say. So I did the outside. That one did it after for a while. So like I did the outside, and then I took a small break, and then I went and moved to the inside, and then just cut off at the very end. Did the same thing on this side, but as soon as I finished this side, I went inside, I had lunch, and it was ready to go by then. But after that one weld, or after this whole section, I pretty much gave up. Just waiting for it to cool back down or reset so I can finish that one weld. There we go. Okay. Gonna finish that one weld, and then I think next we're gonna finish welding the underside of pretty much all these frame rails. Like, I got weld up here, already got that. I think I have to weld, yeah, that one right there, that one, and that one. So I'm gonna have to let the welder cool down though in order to do that. So let me finish welding that one section up, and then I'll see what else I'm thinking of doing today. So plan of attack. I think next I'm going to cut these off, get rid of those, and I'm trying to figure out a way of doing some cross members. But I'm honestly thinking of using thicker steel, because I was thinking of using the square. But that's too plain, too simple. I don't know if I want to use that. And I was thinking of using something like that with a flat iron, but then again, that's flat. It's not gonna be too fancy. If I don't come up with anything, I'm gonna wait until I get some round cylinder tube, some tubing to make my braces. The brackets for the fuel cell will come on the fuel cell. I just gotta give them the measurements for my frame rails. And I think I'm gonna start also the mounting for the air tank and the computer. I don't know if the computer's going to be out here. More likely it is. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to have to be able to do that, because I would have to do it back here somewhere, because I can't do it in the front, because that's where all the links are going to be. And then I can't do it too far over here, because right around this area is going to be the back mounts, because the back mounts that I have are the under axle brackets. So they would have to be right under the axle, right behind the axle. So it would kind of be in this general area, right around here. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Right kind of around in this area. So it's hard to piece things together when you don't have everything here, or don't have everything laid out. And like I said, the fuel cell, that's probably like a $400 item. I got to order the used differential. That's $350 from what I was told. I got to go get the tubing, and I don't know how much that's going to cost. Probably another $200 or $300, depending on how many feet I get. So, like I said, I think I'm going to work on cutting this off, get this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and finish welding the underside of that cross member, even though I wanted to cut it off. But with that being welded right there, it's gonna be a little difficult. So I'm just gonna finish welding this off, and then I don't know, I'm gonna make something here, kind of make it a little bit stronger, make it like a little plate that goes on the outside, and finish the little corner piece that is gonna go in here like this. I don't have that cut out yet. And the main thing is I need to cut those plates that's gonna go on the bottom, kind of like this up here, but cut the bottom one. That's gonna be real fun because all that welding slag is gonna be coming down on me. So that's I think is gonna be the plan for the next few hours. So I'm gonna get started on cutting this off, and then probably gonna go ahead and cut the metal plates for the undersides and then for this joint. So that will be on another time lapse, so I don't bore you guys. All right, well, while the phone was charging, I didn't record it, but here's the two bottom plates that's gonna go in the junction down there, the ones that I said I had a weld on the bottom. And then I got both of those cut out, and then I got these cut out. They're gonna go right in here, kind of to close that off. But I'm still got to cut the other little plate, this one. But I'm gonna have a hard time, or a fun time actually, trying to cut that curve into it. And then I gotta cut two of them, one for the back side and one for the front side. So that's probably gonna take me the longest. I don't think y'all really wanna see that being cut. So I'll be right back and I'll get this cut out. All right. And with that little simple design, we got both our plates cut out for the little notch right here. Oops. Get this better. I don't know if that light's gonna be in the way or y'all will be able to see it, but something like that. Hold on. Give me just one segundo. Okay. Now, probably turn this light off a bit. Okay, so something like that. And then with the welds all the way around it. Now I'm kind of thinking about it, and I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, if I had the tools, all the tools in the world, of course I could make this better, but you gotta give me credit. I'm only working with an angle grinder, another angle grinder, but with a sanding disc. And that's really pretty much it. I mean, I have the chop saw, but what good is that gonna do? Just cut straight lines. I could make something a little bit better if I had a plasma cutter or a laser, what's it called? The water jet, those water jet things to cut out the special designs in the plates. But 1 out of 2. That's gonna make it a little bit more reinforced in the area for the joint, kind of like what I did here with the fish plates. And number 2, it gives it that little nice little curve instead of it being like come to the joint, come up, across, down, and then back over. You know what I mean? Like how it was before. So I don't know if I'm gonna do, I was thinking of rounding the corners off, maybe, but I don't know. And then I was thinking of doing something at the top to kind of make it flow with the bottom, but that would have me, oh, I just had a crazy idea. Those pieces that I cut out, this one and this one. Now, I don't know how stupid this would look. I have to grind these down kind of the same. Now what I'm thinking, man, if that was up higher, or here, let me take that thing off again. Wow, I can't believe that just came to me like that. All right, so take these pieces that I cut out from the bottom. We're gonna have to grind that top down and then do something like this. What I would do is I'll probably like tack weld it somewhere right there. And then I'll take the grinder and kind of grind it to match the curve. And then I'll take another, because I see the other thing I could do is put it right there and then draw a line right there and kind of mimic it. And then I have that small sheet metal, I can just cover the top of it, because this really not going to be for strength purposes, it's more for appearance. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But again, freaking cab is gonna be in the way. So I'd have to take that out just to do that deal. And then I gotta get to those. I had the light on because I was gonna start cutting down there, mocking up the little lower covers. So that might be just what I end up working on today. But I think I like that idea. I'm gonna do that. Use these on the bottom. Use the thin sheet metal that I got down here. I put some right here. I really shouldn't have put it right there, but when I reorganized and I got rid of one shelf, kind of put it there to put all that crap there. So I'm gonna have to utilize one of these, that sheet metal. Just a kind of like a beauty cover, I guess you could say, to cover the bottom and the top. So I think that's what we're gonna do. But this video is probably long enough, so we're gonna call that a wrap for today for this video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. But before you go, make sure you hit that link in the description below. Get yourself a Perfectly Ruined hat, Perfectly Ruined sticker, and Gallo Built sticker. Each order will come with 2 of my other stickers. And then hopefully soon, by the time I put up the next video, I will finally have my shirts and hoodies available. So y'all keep an eye out for that. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm gonna be doing the free giveaways. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.